Here at Chrysler Field, your Cleveland SC will be facing the Pittsburgh Hotspurs. Tonight is Youth Soccer Night. Kids wearing their youth jerseys get in free. There is a boot drive benefiting America Scores, and local youth and high school coaches of the year are being recognized. So pretty awesome to be downtown here, get the community involved with some soccer action, so certainly excited for that as well. Also, it's been a little while since Cleveland SC has been at home, so let's take a quick run through the latest results. On June 14th, they got a huge win versus the Erie Commodores at Gannon University Field. That 2-1 win was crucial as that splits the season series with Erie. Then after a long break, the team traveled to Buffalo and got a massive 3-0 win on June 29th. Not really too much going forward for them. Nagaki plays a through ball. He's into Manfoot. Manfoot's on. He's got Vinny Bell to his left. He plays it to him. And we've got a goal! Cleveland SC goal! Goal by Vinny Bell. Assist Antonio Manfoot. Finds Soljevic. Can find the through ball to Bell. Bell's in. The goalkeeper came out. Plays it away. Manfoot has it. Goalkeeper's out. He plays it down the field. And that one is off and wide. And we've seen Antonio Manfoot have one goal like that already this season. He tried it again, and it did not work out. Would have been impressive if we saw it twice in the same season. And the ball is up by Musa, and that is going to do it. So again, your Cleveland SC going into half, leading the Pittsburgh Hotspurs 1-0. Throw. One thing also, we talked about that first half. And actually, Manfoot on the break. He's got a man catching up to him, and he's pulled down from behind. That's got to be a PK, and it is PK for Cleveland SC. Manfoot already has an assist to his name. 13th minute, he passed it to Vinny Bell. Vinny Bell scored. Manfoot will step up to the PK mark, and he will have the opportunity to get a goal as well. That's Pittsburgh's third yellow card on the game. Goalkeeper, from up here, looks like he's really leaning
to the right side.
Yeah, to his right-hand side. Manfoot steps up. And it's in, it's saved. Nagaki follows it up, and it's in the back of the net. Goal! Cleveland SC, Alec Nagaki. Cleveland SC swinging around a good through ball. It's flicked on. Not brought down. Lots of contact. We got another PK. Here's the whistle. And Soljevic buries it. Goal! Cleveland SC, Admir Soljevic. Your Cleveland SC defeated the Pittsburgh Hotspurs 3-0. This has been Michael Colabianchi, and I am Cole McDaniel. Have a good night.
Right side, two receivers on the near side. Play action fake for Armitage. He's going to go long. He's got a receiver open, and it is caught there at the 10, and it's going to be a touchdown as they get that to Mitchell for the big score.
And you knew it was coming. The Yellow Jackets start off with the short passes, getting Armitage comfortable, just also pulling in Marietta as well with the running, and then that's all they needed. They've got the speed to go deep. They did it. They found Mitchell right down the seam, and that was well done, put right on the money by Armitage. We talked about the speed of the Florida boys earlier, and you just saw it there with Velasquez as he got behind, and that's about as close as you can get to not having a touchdown off of big completion there. And right here, now the Yellow Jackets have an opportunity, and I'd expect a handoff to John Murray Jr. to go right up the middle.
First and goal to go at the 1 yard line. Murray is to the left of Armitage. Armitage barking out the blocking scheme. He'll give it to Murray, and easily on that left side.
Marietta just needs to play to their strengths. They have big wide receivers. Baldwin Wallace has very short corners, so all you have to do is you send Barker to the corner and kind of in the corner of the end zone. I would throw a jump ball and have Barker go up and get it, because Jordan Johnson, the guy who's 5'10", you've got other corners who aren't big. They just cannot match up with that size, so play to your strength and let your big wide receiver go up and get it.
McSweeney looking into the corner. Touchdown! Or no, incomplete. Not enough room on the sideline. And who did they go to? They went to Andrew Barker. They flooded the near side with the height, and just not enough real estate on that sideline.
And that was outstanding by DJ Isaac as he was in coverage. He was able to come across, and as soon as the ball was caught, he was able to put the tackle on, and just that slight push made sure that no foot was able to get in bounds. Yeah, and that's really been it. I mean, the Yellow Jackets have had some times where they've been able to chip away, but as soon as they start making some progress, a penalty or something else moves them back. So really only two big plays separate this game in that situation. And here's where Marietta really needs to step up to the call. You got 6 minutes left. You're only down 14. It's really time to play the no huddle and just hurry up and try to move down the field very quickly. I say you just go back to the drawing board offensively and continue to work this week. And if defensively you can keep it up, you look at the game next week at Ohio Northern. You go up there and hope to take care of business, and you want to worry about that game and not look too far ahead, as in 2 weeks you have John Carroll here at home. Again, they started off the game, everything down on the low block. It was a couple layups to start the game, and then they finally started hitting some open threes, but it was impressive to see the Yellow Jackets start from the inside and then work their way out. Well, the thing is, Kohler is an outstanding player, and of course, with her size at 5'11", they'd like to get her on the low block as well and get the ball inside. The Yellow Jackets really didn't allow that, so Kohler had to step out, and in the second quarter, she was knocking down some threes. So for the Yellow Jackets, sure, you still want to take her away down the low block, but if she stretches out to the three, you got to follow her.
Jackets 2-0 to start the year. Bearcats 2-0. Lily Edwards for 2.
And that was some vision as that was coming back across her body, and Hughes with the nice bounce pass, and well done by Edwards to finish that one off.
What NBA head coach is a Juniata College alum?
Current
NBA head coach.
Wow. That's a tough one. There's so many coaches. I'll just toss one out there and see if I'm right. We'll go with Frank Vogel.
Oh my gosh, nail on the head.
No way.
I swear. Frank Vogel. Absolutely.
Wow.
How about that? Folks, I promise it wasn't orchestrated. That was pretty good, Cole.
Yeah.
All right.
You can archive that one. And that's outstanding by Marshall to move over and get her feet set. Now, I did think she was leaning a little bit to her right, and she might have gotten fortunate there, because sometimes if you're leaning, you get called against you. But there the official said that Marshall was set, and they gave it to her. So outstanding job.
Big BW lead. Marshall. Oh, great control. Finds Diedrich. Back to Snyder. That one hits the top of the back.
Although that didn't result in points, that was intelligent from Marshall. She kind of baited the defender in. You saw her look over her left shoulder. She waited until the dive happened. Then she grabbed the ball, spun off to her right-hand side. That's very well done. Well, and I love what the Yellow Jackets are doing to start. And they threw a punch early, and I'm not meaning by the goal. They threw a punch that I think nobody would be expecting. You're used to them coming out in a 4-3-3. Right now, they've got 3 center backs across the back. They've got 2 wing backs. Jake Woodruff is playing right wing back, Witt at left wing back, and they're holding in more of a defensive formation, so they're going to rely mostly on counters.
How much of that do you think is a product of having scored early?
I mean, I think it's huge. It's ideal to be in that formation and then score early, but they already started in that formation, and then they got the goal, so it plays right into their hands, because you don't want to be down and chasing a game with less attackers forward, but if you're up, it's perfect.
Forward, Sir Sosimo with the left foot, slides it across on the backside. John Carroll takes the lead. 2-1. That's a substitute, LaFountain, who checks in and gets in the score sheet in the 27th minute.
And that goal right there, again, we've actually seen both teams have the opportunity to slide the ball across the 6. It's always so dangerous. We talked about many times this season how dangerous it is when the ball's going across the 6. It happens again there. Brandon Garibati, the freshman, gets beat on the backside. When you keep seeing it, obviously, John Carroll has the dominance in the midfield at the moment. All they have to do is intercept it. They go from the outside in. Obviously, that one was a little bit different, but for the most part, they've gone from the outside in, drawn a center back out, played across the field, and they're in clean on goal.
Colombo feeds Quiring. Drives from left to right. Up and under for 2. 4-0 Jackets, 1 minute in.
And that's a great take by Quiring. He saw the opportunity to drive to the lane, went to the right hand, and made it look pretty easy right there.
Only 5 on the shot clock here. Got to get moving for White. Oh, perfect find.
You just had the cutter going down the lane, and that was a great bounce pass to find it. You've oftentimes seen Bethany so far. They've been really trying to force their passes, trying to go across court, and it's all been tipped and stolen. That one right there was pretty simple just with the bounce pass. That's exactly what they need to do to have success in the rest of this game.
Flags fly. They throw it to Stokes, who makes a catch for a touchdown. And we'll see if the touchdown stands.
Should be a free play. Looked like offsides. Woodruff was able to dive and play it back into the middle, and Watkins, with the size advantage, went up with his head, just knocked it down. And that's one of those opportunities where you're not going to get too many goals versus Mount Union, but if you get chaos in front of the keeper, something can happen. When Fuller up there, as we mentioned earlier, she is a goal-scoring threat, and I think one of the most impressive things is coming into the game today. She's got 10 goals off of 40 shots, so 1 out of every 4 shots she takes, she puts it in the back of the net.
It's crazy.
It's a very efficient way of scoring.
Played back into the middle. Oh my gosh! That is a brilliant goal.
And that's just a beautiful ball, whipped in low on the ground, and that one's curling towards the back post. And so all that had to really be done is step in, get a poke on it, redirect it. And that wasn't even that powerful of a shot. It wasn't even that great of a touch. It was just one of those things. All she had to do is stick her boot out. That deflection puts it right in the back.
It's a friendly bounce. Slides it across. Oh, it should have been finished.
That is the best cross of the night. I know it's one of those where it's just slid low on the ground, but she drove that with the inside of her laces, leaned over it, and had just the power to skip it by Valentine right at the 6. I mean, that's perfect placement. Cleveland SC grabbed a 3-0 win. Danny Ruppel, Antonio Manfoot, and Vinnie Bell had a goal each. Looking at the last game for Cleveland SC, it was not here at Baldwin Wallace, and instead was played at Cleveland State's Chrysler Field, where it was youth night, and Cleveland SC came up with a huge 3-0 win over the Pittsburgh Hotspurs. Tom Beck. Inside the box. Oh, here we go! Shot! Goal off the head of Manfoot! This one finds the back of the net. Walk us through a goal. Tom Beck out there on the right side with the long throw in. He lofted it into the 6-yard box. Keeper decided not to come out. Did not command his box. And Vinnie Bell flicked it on. Antonio Manfoot left open at the back post and puts it in off of the one hop and heading it in. It's a beautiful header. Great finish.
Neil, here they come. Mikey D. Haven't seen much of him yet today. Here comes Mikey. No one's stopping him. Wow! Unbelievable. Shot and goal, and this one finds the back of the net. Walks through a goal.
Mike Derezik came down the middle of the field. Nobody really stepped to him. They just kept retreating and kept retreating. Couple step overs, went to the left foot. Easy shot, not a chance. And really, a great finish and a great take by Mike Derezik. But that one is on FC Buffalo the entire way, because somebody should have stepped to the ball and went for the tackle. As they've dropped one of their midfielders in a little bit deeper into that back line. Back in the situation to keep it congested and crowded, so it's hard to find an opening through there right now.
Sure was. Fucker got pushed in the back. No call there.
And that will wrap it up. That will do it for me. I'm Cole McDaniel. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, everybody.